Howdy all you Starfinders out there, I'm David the Digital Dungeon Master, and in this particular review we're going to be taking a look at the Starfinder Core Rulebook Pawn Collection. Alright everybody, here we are, the Starfinder Core Rulebook Pawn Collection. Now these are going to be used as like your miniatures would be, and I'm going to be running a game here towards the beginning of the year, and I'm looking for a cost-effective means of being able to provide my players the best experience possible. And that's why I've got these pawns, because I want to see how they're going to be compared to miniatures, because I've got a ton of fantasy miniatures. I've got probably 1,000 fantasy miniatures. And I don't want to have to spend all that money on a bunch of Starfinder miniatures. They're out there. They're like 10 to 13 bucks a piece. So, you know, this is going to cost you $24.99 at your local game store. That's retail price. The cheapest place that I found it is on Amazon, which is, you know, you get $22.49, and then you get Amazon Prime, you'll get the free shipping. Now the PDF for this, if you play digitally, like I do as well, which I like to have both the book and the PDF is going to cost you actually $17.99. I think that's actually pretty high for a PDF. But Paizo, on their website, they have a subscription program. They have a subscription program where you pay retail price for the whatever you're buying, whether it be a utility, a core book, an adventure path, or a map pack. You pay retail and you get the free digital copy. So that's nice. So I really, honestly, I recommend doing the subscription if you are going to be playing both around the table and virtually on, like, say, Fantasy Grounds or Roll20. So the cost effectiveness is actually pretty good, because there's supposed to be 8 pages and 230 odd pawns in here, which is actually a pretty good amount of pawns, and I'm sure there's going to be doubles. I hope there are. So let's go ahead and check these out. Now I know that this isn't new for Pathfinder and Starfinder. There are a ton of these bestiary pawn boxes that are already out for Pathfinder. So I'm not sure what company prints these. I don't even know if Paizo makes these in-house, but I did not, on the cover, I did not see a printing company. So let's go ahead and crack this open, because I can't compare the quality for you guys like I could with the other maps and stuff. No, I do like the color. That is pretty nice. And it looks like these the pawns are, yeah, they're pretty nice. I like the color. It looks like some of them have some going out of the lines, which is okay. These are all punch out. So, and this is actually a really thick cardstock, so it looks like you'll be able to use your pawns, and then you'll be able to pretty much just pop them back in pretty easily. And it looks like they'll stay in there. That's pretty nice, but I'm sure the more you use them, the more they'll probably get a little bit loose. But there you go. Nice little cover. I mean, I would have rather, actually, I would have seen like a small cardboard box for this. And the other thing that I noticed is seeing that there's obviously no box, there was no stands with this. And, you know, when I purchased this, it advertised these things on stands, and it didn't say anywhere that this did not come with stands. So I was kind of, even though it didn't say that in the product description, I figured there were going to be some stands in here, because I have absolutely no stands. I'm new to Pathfinder, I'm new to Starfinder, and there's no stands. So that was a little bummer, but I mean, for the price, $24.99, I kind of figured it would have been in a box. That's what it looked like in the picture. But I would keep this cover. I wouldn't throw it away. I mean, you can always put the pawns back into the sheets, and you can store them that way. So let's take a look at these things. I'm excited. These actually look really nice. It looks like all of the art that's in the core book, and that's to be expected. I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't commission individual pieces of art for just the pawns. And oh, nice. And I'm glad that they are the same thing on the other side, so there's no confusion. Is it an orc, or is it a kobold, or is this a space goblin? All right, so it looks like they're facing the other way, which is actually nice. I like that. You got some ships here. Looks like a mechanic with a droid. Very nice. Ooh, nice. Oh, the Contemplative. That is from that's from First Contact. So it looks like they've also added in the First Contact monsters. That is very nice. Oh, and there's some dwarves. So it looks like they've also added in the legacy races that are in the back of the core rulebook. Wow, that is nice. So it doesn't look like anything is missed. That's impressive, Paizo. Good job for not forgetting that. That's really nice to see. Wow, there's actually a lot of pawns. The one thing I've noticed is, I mean, you got for this human priest. I mean, look, 3/4 of the glowing sword is outside of the miniature, so you're never going to see it. I mean, check it out. You're never going to see but just the very edge of that sword. But that's okay. I mean, I guess they would have had to shrink it down so much to where there probably would have been just too much white background. So I can see where they're going with that. The ships look nice. I like how they have the appropriate medium and large, and I wonder if there's any gigantic stuff. Yeah, there's the Han. That's definitely from First Contact. Yeah, these look really nice. Holy cow. These are actually a lot better than I thought they were going to be. And they're really strong. It doesn't seem like... My concern is jamming them down into those stands if the actual paper sticker is going to come off. That's what I'm worried about. But these things are actually really nice. Got some more ships. And I'm glad that they got the legacy races covered too. I was kind of wondering about that. Yeah, here's your robots. Very nice. You never have too many security robots, right? Very nice. Oh, this is a bummer. Look at this. Boy, I got the luck of the Irish. When they were putting this page on, look at that. They got a nice couple of creases there. Through five of the pawns. That's okay. Hopefully that's the only sheet that has that flaw. But I do like the color. Unfortunately, some of the art is outside of the cut lines. But that's okay. Ooh, they even give you some small ones. Look at that. All right, nice. The Space Goblins, and they gave you 4 of them. They gave you some Yasakis. Ooh, they even gave you some drones. That is a good thing. And I'm sure there will be more coming out as well. I wonder if they're going to do the adventure paths as well. That would be pretty cool. Ooh, and a whole page of large ships. And the Aceric. Ooh, and the Sarkeesian. Oh, very nice. Yeah, those look really nice. These are nice quality. I'm definitely glad I got them. I'm definitely going to use them around the table. I definitely think it's going to be a more cost-effective means instead of buying a bunch of expensive $10 to $13 miniatures. So let's go over to the digital view really quick. All right, so here we go. Here's the digital PDF of the core rulebook pawn collection. And I'm going to stop on each page so you guys can kind of get a look at these. Looks like they're all in alphabetical order as well, starting with the Android. I do like how they have the correct size representation of medium, large, huge, gigantic. I don't see any gigantic stuff, but I'm sure that'll be in the Alien Archive coming out next month. I like the color. You know, there's some pros and cons of these, actually. Actually, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. So the pros are the cost. I mean, you're getting 231 of these pawns. I actually counted them. You're getting them on 8 pages. That's a lot better price-wise than buying miniatures, especially when they're 10 to 12 bucks a piece or 40 bucks for one of the packs. So it's nice to see that they are going to go the pawn route with Starfinder. Now, like I said, you know, they've been making these pawns for a long time with Pathfinder and their bestiaries and their adventure paths and stuff. So hopefully they'll follow the same route with Starfinder as it gets more and more popular. But yeah, that's definitely a plus. Another plus is they've got the... they didn't forget about First Contact, and they didn't, you know, leave out the legacy races, which is good. So that's definitely that's a plus as well. Now the cons are, like I said, the pros to me, from what I've seen, the pros definitely outweigh the cons, but there are a couple of cons, and the cons are, you take, for instance, this Lashunta priest here. The end of his staff is out of the ring. But that's okay. I can handle stuff like that. But there are some of these that have been kind of printed, and they're printed off. So you're getting stuff that's cut off that really shouldn't be cut off. That's for the print version anyway. I think this Vesk Ambassador was off-centered on the print, and it was over to the left. So, of course, his rapier was out of the cut. But these are definitely going to work digitally as well. And I'm sure if you're using something like Adobe, you can go ahead and pull these, the layer with the border, the cut border, you could probably pull that off altogether, and then you can make your own pawns or your own pogs for your virtual tabletop if you're going to be playing with Fantasy Grounds or Roll20. So that would be nice. And you could use something like Token Tool. And it's nice to have ships as well. And then I got a couple of creases. I actually got a couple creases on my pages. I thought I only had one, but when I went back and I started counting, I actually had 2 pages that had multiple creases where the paper just wasn't lined up correctly on the paper stock card. Kind of a bummer, but hey, I can live with it. But the quality is definitely nice. These things you're not going to jam them down into the miniature stand or the pawn stand one time and the sticker just peel off. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, everybody. So there you go. That is my review on the Core Rulebook Pawn Collection. I actually like the pawns. I've never used any kind of Pathfinder pawns before. I'm usually a miniature guy. I have a ton of miniatures, but for a cost effectiveness, I'm definitely going to go with the pawns for Starfinder. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the pawn collection. Have you guys had any errors on your sheets, or have you had any creases or miscuts? I want to know. So if you liked the video, please do me a huge favor and thumbs it up. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can check out all of my other Starfinder videos, Dungeons & Dragons 5e videos, Fantasy Grounds, Roll20, and many more. So until next time, everybody, I'm David, the Digital Dungeon Master, and keep it safe and happy gaming.